Can you sue the city if you slip and fall on a public sidewalk?
You can.
Is it more complicated than a normal slip and fall case that might happen in a grocery store or in a place of business?
So the liability argument wise, proving a case is not as difficult, or not more difficult, not less difficult, but there are aspects to a slip and fall on a public sidewalk that are different from a slip and fall in a grocery store or things like that.
Are there special rules or deadlines when you're filing a claim against the city or county?
There are. So filing a claim against the city, a city is technically what is called a sovereign entity. So they are protected by sovereign immunity, which is, it has its own rules and regulations with respect to filing a claim. One of which is you have to give the city or the government entity notice that you will or you intend to file a claim. And then they are afforded a 6-month investigation period for which they can either accept liability or deny the claim. They can deny the claim at any time during that 6 months, but they are afforded 6 months before you are allowed to file suit.
This is why we hire attorneys. I didn't know any of these things. Would you have to prove that the city already knew about the dangerous condition?
To an extent, yes. So there are certain arguments that have to be proven in any slip and fall case, one of which is called notice. There are two types of notice: actual notice and constructive notice. Actual notice is proving that the city knew of the defect itself or the dangerous condition itself. Constructive notice is saying that the city, this dangerous condition or this defect existed for a long enough period of time that the city should have known about it. So those are two ways to prove that notice argument.
And to get a little nuanced with it, does it matter if the sidewalk was cracked versus just wet or uneven?
It does, absolutely. So, the crack itself, again, is one of those arguments that we can make constructive notice of. But certainly all the factors of the condition of the sidewalk itself play a role. So it's important, if you do suffer from a slip and fall on a city sidewalk, to document it at that time, document what the dangerous condition was, and take any pictures that you might be able to.
Have you ever handled or seen a case where someone slipped on a public property and it turned out the city had been warned before?
I have, yes. So one of the strategies and the things that we do on these cases is we request maintenance records. And sometimes those maintenance records do reflect knowledge of the dangerous condition prior to our client's fall. So yes, I have seen that happen.